Former ministers question as to whether the common fight against the government to win the people's rights can be won through the appointment of persons who spoke against the UNP to the position of Chief Opposition Whip. Former Deputy Minister of Parliamentary Affairs M.D. Premaratne says that the current decision makers within the United National Party have no voter base.
එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ අලුත්ම වැඩපිළිවෙල වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
The newest system in the UNP is that the leader has taken complete power and all decisions are made by the leader in appointing candidates and organizers and removing organizers so that he can have a group who will let him run the party based on his whims and fancies. There's a group of people with him who have no voter base. John Amaratunga made a statement before he went to the government. I have that statement with me. Even if I am cut, I do not bleed green. In his statement, he had said that several people in his electorate asked him to go over to the other side. He went to New York taking money and assistance from the government. Then there is Joseph Michael and Sagala Ratnayaka. They cannot win an election. Tilak Marapana has never faced an election. Tissa Ratnayaka will never win an election from his electorate in the future. It is because of this that he is in the national list. Back then there was a committee, an advisory committee. During the time of Dudley Senanayaka, I was in the working committee and the youth front. Back then there was an advisory committee which advised the leader. For hours the leader would listen. Dudley Senanayaka, J.R. Jayawardena, they all listened. They listened and learned. Now there is a group who are like zombies. They are very talented outside, but inside the working committee they are deaf. They raise their hand for everything.
දැන් මේ ඇවිදින මලමිණි වගේ කට්ටියක් නායක මහත්මයා එළිය හරි දක්ෂයෝ. නමුත් ඇතුලේ වර්කින් කමිටියේදී මේ බිබු ගොළු වගේ කියන එකට අත උස්සනවා. Yes sir කියලා.
Parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva alleges that the government is leading the people astray by showing them fraudulent economic figures. The MP made this statement while participating at an event held to establish the United National Party Women's Committee in Nugegoda.
This event was held yesterday to establish the Gangodawilla North branch of the UMP Young Women's Committee.
මැටි කාඩ්බෝඩ් එකක් ටකරන් වලින් හදපු ගෙවල් තියෙනවා අපේ ආසනේ ආණ්ඩුවේ අලුත්ම දත්ත වලට අනුව 1450.
According to the government's latest data, there are 1,450 homes in our electorate which have been constructed from clay, cardboard and tin sheets. They are living in cardboard houses, but apparently they are not poor. This is the wonder. Now I thought about how they measure poverty. If a person spends 124 rupees and 80 cents a day, then he is not poor in this country, he is rich. If a man can spend 25 rupees for a meal, then he is rich. They are defrauding us and telling us that our country has become a wonder, that our country has progressed, poverty has been eradicated, and that we will be sending a man to the moon. It is this fraud that they sell to the people.
A petition filed against a government decision to take over a 7-acre plot of land in the Slave Island area was taken up in court today. The case was taken up before Justices Gamini Amaratunga, Kesri Pawan and S.I. Imam. Attorney at law Sujiva Senasinghe appeared for the case on behalf of the petitioners who are area residents. The case was earlier taken up before a bench chaired by the Chief Justice and consisting of Justices P.A. Ratnayaka and Priyasad Depp. Therefore, when the case was taken up today, the panel of judges informed court that the case should be taken up before the previous panel of judges. Thereby, the case will be taken up before the previous panel of judges on the 27th of this month. We requested for a valuation for one perch. They gave it to an Indian company and said that the Indian company has done everything, but they are yet to provide an estimate for the land. We have constantly been requesting for an estimate so that these people will know how much they would get. The private lands of these people cannot be given to Indian businessmen.
Up next is Action TV.
As they are aware that there is a specific time in which they can carry out transactions, the Madampe Samurdhi Bank Association in Chilau is also well aware of the kind of people that they can transact with. This group of people who can carry out transactions with the Samurdhi Bank Association have been facing several problems since October last year after this privilege was put a stop to. It is only these people who are beneficiaries of a Samurdhi society which has been ranked among the best in the island for obtaining loans for self-employment and agricultural activity and loan repayment that are facing this problem. All Samurdhi beneficiaries throughout the Puttalam district have been sent from pillar to post on every occasion that they have visited their respective Samurdhi banks. The response that these people have been given at every instance is that the Samurdhi benefit that they are entitled to will be paid in the next month. When Action TV made inquiries, the officials at the Samurdhi Bank said that they are yet to receive the funds to pay out these benefits. However, when we telephoned the Deputy Commissioner of Samurdhi in the Puttalam district from the premises of the bank itself, he said that these funds had in fact been sent to the banks. Following the Deputy Commissioner's clarification, we again sought another clarification from the Samurdhi Bank officials. Commissioner General of Samurdhi, this one is over to you.
The Singharaja rainforest, named by UNESCO in 1989 as Sri Lanka's first World Heritage Site, is a valuable asset to this nation. It is, however, no secret that various activities have affected the environmental value of this ecosystem, which teems with biodiversity. A News First crew recently visited Singharaja to explore one aspect of this environmental degradation. The Singharaja rainforest, which spans a massive 11,187 hectares, is located on the borders of the Mathura, Galle and Ratnapura districts. 137 species of fauna endemic to Sri Lanka and 101 species of endangered fauna call Singharaja home. While 802 species of flora endemic to Sri Lanka can be found in Singharaja, the rainforest is also home to 15 species of flora which cannot be found anywhere else on the planet. Nildenia in the Ratnapura district, a focal point of our journey, is also located within the buffer zone of the Singharaja reserve. This is Nildenia today. Our cameras captured the manner in which tea bushes had been planted even beyond the borders of the reserve. The News First crew fell into conversation with some of the workers on the tea estate because things that we are unaware of would be common knowledge to those who frequent this place. The presence of tea bushes here gave us an idea of as to how long tea has been planted in this area. These are testament that the tea plantation could spread further in this area. What harm can be caused to the Singharaja rainforest, a priceless national treasure, through this activity? The director of the Environment Conservation Trust, Sajeewa Chamikara, expressed these views to News First.
There is a
lot of land on the borders of the Singharaja Reserve which belongs to the Land Reforms Commission. These lands and lands belonging to the reserve are being cleared for the tea plantation. This is very harmful.
Well, our attempts to contact Deputy Minister Susantha Punchinilame to make inquiries regarding this allegation were unsuccessful. The Deputy Minister's Media Secretary, however, Dayawansa Karunamuni, rejected the allegation.
Throughout history, women have been a symbol of grace, beauty and carry a statement in a way only a woman can. Tonight, Shrain Jarampati and Katrina Trang will take you back in time to remember some of the women who made history and made their mark at the Academy Awards.
Until the 8th Academy Awards ceremony in 1936, nominations for the Best Actress Award were intended to include all actresses, whether the performance was in either a leading or a supporting role. However, at the 9th Academy Awards, the Best Supporting Actress Awards category was introduced as a distinct award following complaints that the single Best Actress category necessarily favored leading performers with the most screen time. Tonight we take a look at the leading ladies to have won an Oscar for Best Actress.
One of the most popular actresses in the silent film era, Janet Gaynor was the first recipient of the Best Actress Award at the first Academy Awards in 1929 for her performances in Seventh Heaven, Street Angel and Sunrise. This was the only occasion an actress won the Oscar for multiple film roles. Halle Berry became the first black woman to win a Best Actress Oscar, crashing a color bar that stood for 74 years. She was joined in the very same year by Denzel Washington, making them the first blacks to win both the Best Actor and Best Actress awards at the Academy Awards.
My name's Eva Lovelace.
Katharine Hepburn, one of the most respected figures in Hollywood, received 4 Academy Awards for Best Actress, a record for any performer. In her career that spanned more than 60 years, her work came in a range of genres, from screwball comedy to literary drama.
How in the world can he even think of it?
Because he's everything you're not. He's been poor, he's had to work, and he's had to fight for everything.
I have done battle every.
Regarded as one of the most talented actors of all time, Meryl Streep has received 17 Academy Award nominations, winning 3, and 27 Golden Globe Award nominations, winning 8, more nominations than any other actor in the history of either award. She was the recipient of the Best Actress Award last year for her performance in The Iron Lady.
Katrina Chang and Shine Rampathy there reporting on the Oscars. Well, it's time now for another short commercial break.
So with news first, international news is coming up on the other side.